Skål och välkommen, as they say in Sweden. Cheers and welcome. We finally made it to Airlander. We're here, it's Friday night. It's the 18th of April 2008 and this is our premiere for the carp fishing of this year. The reason I'm blowing is because I've just dragged this lot 800 metres to the swim. Yeah, if you can see it. My little homemade carp there. Does the job. So, 7:15 now, cool's dark, 8:30, 9 o'clock, so get all this unloaded, get baited up and get rigged up for the night and then hopefully see what we can do later. Yeah? Meanwhile, I'll have to go and get a friend of mine who's going to join us this weekend. He's coming down from North Sherpin, Anders. He'll be here very shortly, he's going to fish with us this weekend and hopefully you can catch some carp as well. But anyway, I'm going to go back to the rigging up, get all the kit out and chill out a bit. See you later.
See how much of the stuff that fits.
Well, he's here, he's finally made it. The time is it's 5 to 8. Yeah. Apparently due to work commitments he was an hour late tonight, but he's here. And I've just dragged that trolley another 800 metres and I'm absolutely knackered and blowing out my bottom here. So I'm going to load this shit onto the trolley, get it to the swim, and we'll crack on and hopefully catch some carp this weekend. What do you say about that?
And a couple of beers maybe?
And a couple of beers?
What do you think, Chris?
Yeah, well that's a typical Swede, isn't it? I want to go carp fishing, he wants to get drunk.
What was the first thing that told me to bring to Airlander this weekend?
But besides the beer, oh right, okay. I hope there's no horses' heads in that. And as you see, he's brought his girlfriend along with him there. What's your name? Does he speak Swedish? What's your name, doggy? Right, we're going to get all this shit to the swim, get it set up hopefully before dark. We've got an hour before dark and then hopefully, oh I'm absolutely knackered dragging that again, and hopefully we'll catch some big fat fish.
Men du får mycket motion när du drar den här fram och tillbaks. A lot of exercise.
Yeah, a lot of exercise, mate, yeah. Right, so it's half an hour, see you very shortly. Well, Anders is finally at the swim, he's getting his gear out. But what I'd like to show you at the moment is what we're going to experience this weekend. You know, it's going to be a warm weekend, it's going to be very sunny, it's going to be 11-12 degrees. And that's the first time it's been sunny in Sweden this year, so every man and his dog is going to be out. And if you can see behind me, you can see exactly what I mean. This is our swim. And if you look there, that's a barbecue place.
Viva!
Full of teenagers. And this is only Friday night. This is Friday night at 8:20, so imagine tomorrow during the day. Well, as you can see, Anders obviously has a little bit more money than us and he can afford a better bivvy that's up in 5 minutes. We have a Shakespeare 2-man Cypri dome that I've had since 1997 and it's now, that's 11 years old. No, in fact, I bought that 1995, that bivvy.
But then you have trained Jeanette to put it up.
Of course I did.
When you sit around drinking beer, she puts up the bivvy,
of course.
Does as far as Balakon goes, she also takes the carp.
Yes, I don't know, I brought him in, he's just taking the piss out of me now. Well, crack on there, mate.
Here we go.
Well, there we go, I've never seen one of these actually, in progress. You just trashed the pod, mate. For those people who don't know him, his name's Anders Reutermo or Richimo or Didong Diddly. I haven't a clue what his real name is, but we just call him Peanuts.
Peanuts.
After the fish. Nice ass, mate.
Thanks.
Rule number 1, never step on your bivvy. Rule number 2, don't go fishing with Chris.
never, ever fishing.
Well, there we go. There's a prime example of how to put your bivvy up here by yourself in under, what, 5 minutes? Definitely. The thing is, Anders doesn't realise when he's put this bivvy up, me and Jeanette are going to move in there and he can get in my 12-year-old Shakespeare Cypridome. Hey, that served me well, that bivvy. That has served me well. I can't knock a Shakespeare Cypridome.
Fucking Englishman.
Yes.
Carp.
Ja, jag tänkte det där.
Here we go.
Är det långt ut det ligger? Vad är det?
Cameron, yeah. You ever heard of boob tube?
Snooze break.
Okay, snooze break.
Snuff break.
Snuff. What, as in the films or as in the Swedish tobacco?
Unless somebody dies, it must be like the Swedish stuff.
Okay. Have you shaved your head?
Yeah.
Have you got some black bloke sleeping in your bed? That was a Matt Ladd song. Right, it's half an hour. We're gonna rig up. We're gonna rig the rods up and crack on with some serious fishing now. Fun. Well, it's getting pretty dark now. Hopefully Anders will get his tackle out very shortly. Fnor, fnor.
The picture of Diva, the beaver dog.
Yes, our bivy-vacked, or our bivy guard as they say in English. He likes the smell of those boilies, doesn't he? We've got a big bag full there. So it's getting pretty dark now, so we better hurry up. I mean, you can't really get a good shot of that, but we'll be back very shortly with some big fat carp.